Hello everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome to your reading. In today's reading, we're going to take a look at what you are not expecting to happen next and how it will affect your life. We have these oracle decks here to help guide the reading, and I'll use tarot to help clarify and to fill in the blanks. I will randomly pull two cards from this deck for you to have two separate piles to choose from. Like I said last time, I'll probably move up to 3 separate piles in the very near future, if not next week. But please use your intuition when you determine which pile that speaks to you. Though if you're feeling guided to both piles, by all means, then please watch both readings. So let's go ahead and find out which two cards want to speak to the reading today. I don't know if you noticed, but you see the little light orbs shooting out from every which way. I included a short bit of video in the beginning that shows you how, when I first got to the table and started shuffling the decks, pre-shuffling them, how all these energy orbs were flying out from the deck. So when we speak about how the actual card is an energy, like for example the Queen of Wands, it's an energy, it's a feminine energy, a receptive energy. It's an energy of creativity. It's feminine, yes, but a man could be sitting in their feminine energy as the Queen of Pentacles, and so forth and so on. So when tarot card readers speak of energies, that they're just energies, not being a specific person or a gender, that's what it means. You see all the energy coming out from the cards itself. That is those energies we're talking about. That is the only way that I can explain all these small orbs of light that shoot out while I am mixing the cards up, shuffling them, because they're in there. They're in there. So that's what the first part of the reading, the first section of the reading of this video is about, is showing you showing that bit where all these light orbs were just flying out all over the place from the decks. Okay, so let's move on. This is the first one. We have miracles. Yeah, number 34, which adds to 7, which is divine. Miracles from the divine. That's your first card. Let's see what the next one is. Radiance, beautiful. Number 42, that's 6. Has to do with love and family. Radiance. Okay, so I'm going to move these cards aside so that you can have a good look at the these two cards, okay, and intuitively figure out what it is that you would like to choose from, pile number 1 or pile number 2. So you have miracles and radiance, and take your time, right? Like I said, use your intuition, determine which pile speaks to you. Though if you want to, if you're feeling drawn to both, by all means, watch both readings. But if you'd rather choose your pile another way, I will randomly, I got some letter tiles, alphabet tiles here, that, the letter itself might speak to you in some way, that I'm going to pull randomly from here, so that it can help you choose your pile. Okay, so we got 4 for this one, and then 4 for this one. Let's see what we got. We have D, P, H, and O for pile number 1. E, W, F, and B for pile number 2. Okay, so take your time and decide which pile it is that speaks most to you, or both piles. And I'll be back. Oh, hi, pile number 1. We're back. So pile number 1, your significator card is Miracles with the number 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. The divine has some miracle lined up for you that you are not expecting to happen next in your life. Isn't that amazing? That's so much fun. And the letters, if you needed to choose your pile with a letter that spoke to you, we have D, P, H, and O. But I'm just going to put these aside, but know that these letters have their energies as well, just like the cards do. And like we've seen with the orbs of light that are coming from the cards themselves when I shuffled them. So those energies from those letters will be in this reading as well, just so you know that. Okay, we're going to start with pulling a couple of cards from Lenormand. Okay, Lenormand. Archangel Michael, what do we have for the Lenormand? For what the Watcher is not expecting to happen next in their life and how it will affect their life. And we're going to pull a couple from Island Time Wellness. Look, I feel like these two want to come out. Playing the Field and Puppet Master. Okay. And Colette Baron reads Wisdom of the Oracle. This one wants to come out. Okay. Let's find out what we got here. And then I got to pull something from here, and I'm feeling like my eyes drawn to the colors here. The red, the green, and the purple with the red. So we got a lot here. Yeah, we got a lot. So we can put all this away. Yes, sir, ma'am. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is, oh, look at that. That's like the Lover's card. It's the 2 swans. So it's love so far that we are looking at here. 2 swans. Let me see. I have got my deck, my book here. I want to look at it. 24 is heart. Yes, it's heart. The form of happiness and love is simply drawn in my shape. I am your feelings and emotions, and I am your passions and devotions. So very good. The heart is, of course, symbolic of love and relationship. But it may not be about love and relationship. Let's find out. We got park. The park card is like, it's the garden. It's a public space where people gather, right? Groups gather, just anybody gathers to enjoy the day. So people are being seen. It's like a public situation that is something that's going to be more like social, and a social event. Maybe you'll meet somebody at a social event. That's what you're not expecting. Let's continue. We have Playing the Field and Puppet Master. Playing the Field says still meeting, dating other people, seeing each other, being a player, games being played. Okay. And the Puppet Master, pulling your strings, narcissistic manipulation, control, assert yourself, addictive relationships. You know what I get from that is that you have been in a relationship where somebody was, pulling your strings, trying to take control over you, dictating to you, manipulating you, and that they were still playing the field, even though they were, under the guise of being committed to you, that you might have found out, or it was something that was public knowledge, that they were still playing the field, seeing other people on the side while they're seeing you, and you found that out. So matters of the heart, right? Let's find out what the Wisdom Oracle says. Soulmates. You thought you were soulmates, and you may very well be soulmates. It could be somebody coming back around that did this to you, kind of left you feeling like they didn't want the relationship, that you weren't good enough, or whatever it was that made you feel that way, broke your heart, right? And it became public knowledge that they weren't right for you at that time. A miracle simply might mean that they may be coming back around, but we'll see. And if they're coming back around, it's because you're soulmates, but it also means that they've grown. They've grown and developed, matured, evolved, right? So we got table, hard work ahead, all right? Time to act, lion. We have September, target, a goal-oriented person. All right, let's just put it there. Kite, a vacation. Wow, okay. We have grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay. Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Wealth, great deal of wealth. And remember, wealth isn't just money. Wealth is abundance of all kinds. Okay. Carrot, opportunity or windfall. And we have finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Okay. Wow. So opportunity or windfall. You know what? Let's put this here. This was here, and we'll put that there, and then we'll put that there. All right. Yeah. Because one right under another. Wealth and opportunity or windfall. So without looking at the tarot and knowing the full story, I am seeing this as something that somebody has put a lot of hard work into it. Of course, you had in the beginning, when you were with this person who was, playing you. That's just so, it's kind of like a king or knight of wands energy, right? Playing you, seven of swords energy, being sneaky, underhanded, manipulative, secretive, and all that sort of stuff. They played you at a time when you were full-heartedly committed to them, but you were finding out that it wasn't reciprocated. It was not being reciprocated to you. But what I'm seeing here is, like I said, this person seems to be coming back around. And if you don't want this person back to be coming back around to you, then this just means this particular pile may not be your pile, that you might want to check out the next pile. But something that's not expected to happen is that this person has grown. They have developed, like I said, they've evolved, they have seen the errors of their ways from the past. They realized that they did actually fall in love with you, even though they were shutting their emotions down at that time. Because people can do that. They can suppress their emotions, especially when it comes to men in particular, but women can do it as well. That they suppress their emotions even though they feel it. They feel it and they know it, but they suppress it, which makes it out of sight, out of mind for them. And because they just weren't prepared. They weren't ready at the time to actually be in a situation like that with someone that would be like a forever thing to them. They weren't ready. They weren't ready for that. They had some growing to do, some maturing to do, to actually look at someone and a situation, a relationship seriously, and to be fully committed and treating that person with dignity and respect, showing up with integrity. They are doing that now. With all these cards here, you can see that. You're going to be, however, and I don't blame you, is that you're going to be looking at this person and saying, you know what? Should I believe you? You're coming back and you're looking all nice and shiny, full of promises and good tidings and whatnot. Yet that they're coming in very not pushy in any way. They're coming in with a sense of, kid gloves, handling things with kid gloves, that they want to make sure that they don't chase you off, that they don't make you afraid, and to want to point the finger like in that direction, as if saying, you go that way, I'll go this way, right? They don't want that to happen. So they know now that the hard work they've done. They've recognized their relationship, their connection with you as being a soulmate connection. And they have now, with the whole time that they've spent not in your life, growing and developing, they have now developed a goal that they have become, they're goal oriented in the sense that they need to show up, they need to do what they need to do in order to be able to win you back, really, to win you back in their life. And they may be very well offering to meet you somewhere or take you on a vacation where the two of you can spend like a weekend together or a week or more together in a place that's neutral and beautiful at the same time, romantic, but whether or not they intend to share their room with you, that would be up to you. But they want to be able to have that time, that alone time in a neutral place where it's inspiring because of all the beauty around you, to help you feel relaxed and to start trusting, because perhaps they've got a ring in their box. A marriage will take place either romantic or business. So it's very possible that they bring the ring to ask you to marry them, to be engaged to them. Whether they do that on the vacation or they do it another time, that's their intention here. They are doing quite well for themselves, okay? They're quite abundant, and they are, for you to involve yourself with this person, it is an opportunity of a lifetime now, because you're going to be feeling as though you have really, as I say, hit the jackpot with this person. It's time to act on their part, and it could be that you may end up either from now until September be, coming back to reconnecting and growing back together again, learning to trust each other, or you trust them, right? And they may ask you, it may not be until September that they ask to put a ring on your finger, or ask to marry you, like you be married at that time. So that's obviously, it's different for everybody, and so whatever it works out for you, that'll be that's your story to tell at that time. So let's go ahead and start clarifying with the Housewives Tarot. Why the Housewives? I'm not sure, but here we go. I got some cards already. How many do I have? 4. Okay, these 3 want to come out, and I'm taking this one too. All right, let's find out what we got. What is going to be? We have the Emperor. Well, look at this person. They are made of some really good stuff, right? They're on top of a table. They're standing there with their chef's hat. They might be the type of energy person that they love to cook. So again, this can be a feminine sitting in their Emperor energy. So if there's any masculines watching this video, this could be your gal, okay, that played the feel on you in this coming back around. And they're in Emperor energy, which means they're taking charge, they're trustworthy, but they can be like, controlling still, like wanting to call the shots. So this person's going to have to figure out how to come in with softer energy, okay, with kid gloves energy, and perhaps that's what their goal is to come in taking charge, saying, let's go on a vacation so that we can be reacquainted, and at some point maybe ask to slip a ring on your finger, or say, if you're if you're a masculine and this is the feminine, you may be your feminine might be saying to you, I am not going to do anything with you until I know there's a commitment and that we're going to be, getting married at some point, hitching up. So we got the Emperor energy, the 4 of Cups, the Nine of Cups, Six of Swords, the Lovers right under the Emperor, Five of Cups under the Four of Cups, Strength card, Scrub, scrub using soap pads, scouring pads, right? And three more. Knight of Cups, wow, they want to woo you. They have deep feelings for you. The Hermit, somebody's been taking care of themselves. And the Three of Swords, after the heartbreak, right? After the heartbreak. Someone's been taking care of yourself, and this I feel is your energy, okay? You have been actually in Hermit energy, where after this took place, you've been actually looking out for yourself, taking care of yourself, maybe having those bubble baths, but in any case, you have been kind to yourself, loving yourself, saying, you know what, I deserve way better than I was given back here in this relationship. And the miracle is that while you were busy taking care of yourself, they were growing. So it's like that, isn't it? It's like as soon as you let go of a person's situation, that's when that energy that we may have been hanging on to before is able to go to them, strictly to them, if they're, you know, if they're ready, right? And they are willing to accept it. Of course, it's not conscious, right? But that energy goes to them, which fuels their ability to grow. We're hanging on, hoping that they'll grow and evolve with you, and they didn't, so we have to let that go and get on with our lives and grow and evolve, you know, individually. So that it actually allows that person to recollect the energy that you were hanging on to before, that can be a catalyst and inspire them to, you know, pick up the pace, right? Get busy and do some hard work. Put things on the table here. We want to see what you're made of, right? And this is what the Emperor is made of. All sorts of goodies. We got barbecue sauce and beef. We have evaporated milk, and we got beans. We got peas. What else we got? Sanka coffee. This taro, which is vegetable shortening, and le café. I'm not sure what that is, but French dressing. There you go. I think this person likes to cook. If they don't, they love to eat. Who doesn't, right? So Four of Cups here, we've got the Four of Cups is, look at this. She's being offered, this is the miracle, big surprise, right? And it's coming with a whole lot of truth. See that sword in the drink? It's a big drink. It's a big drink, and it's being offered. The other cups are sitting there, but they're empty. So, you know, you've been there, done that. Been there, done that. Your cups were emptied when this happened. But the divine is coming in and saying, look, we got something for you that's worth your while to look at. So don't be too, you know, freaked out and just totally foo-foo the whole idea, the whole opportunity. Have a look. See that there's truth in this. That truth is coming to you. The Nine of Cups is, of course, wishes being granted, wish being fulfilled. This gentleman here, he's given his wife a big present that she hasn't unwrapped yet. It's Christmas, you know, feels like Christmas. All these really wonderful cups that are waiting to be filled. Once she opens that up, she's going to probably jump up in glee and kiss him all over this face and say, thank you. You filled my cups today. You filled my cups. So it's a wish granted. It's a wish fulfillment for both of you. All right. Both of you are going to be sharing in that whole coming back together and reconnecting and being truly feeling like you can trust this person. It may take you a while. You may actually have many conversations until September. Even if you go on vacation right away, you may still hold back from really committing to this particular person and their desire to want to be in relationship with you full-heartedly, full-on committed until September. Or it could be like the 9th of next month that you're actually going to, embark upon this vacation together, or the 9th of next month, because what is it, the 11th today? 12th today of January. Next month, if you're watching this now, it could be when you hear from them. So you take it as it could be the 9th day, 9th week, 9th month, and so forth and so on, even 9 minutes from now. So anyways, the Six of Swords is somebody is moving from that kind of, danger or chaos or threats, right? And saying, so long, I'm leaving you, bye. So they might have actually left a situation themselves that they were in, and they're walking away from it, and they're moving forward. They're actually moving. They may actually be moving towards you. Relocating, okay? The Lovers here, look, is that water? They're just like they're gonna fall off the end of the earth and end up in the sea of love. And they don't care. They're careless. They have love. They're just in love. So they've decided, they've chosen who it is that they want to be careless with, right? And we have the Five of Cups, because without you in their life, as I said, they've come to realize that you are the one. You are their one. You are their Two of Cups. All the other cups have fallen and, lost their liquid, which is like martinis here, right? And she's pulling her hair over here and going, oh my God, there's just so much, such a mess. It's such a mess. Look at all this on my carpet, that sort of thing. So, but there's two right there. They're still upright. That's you and this person, if you so choose. And then the Strength is, it shines aluminum fast, 12 pads. It's greater value than anything else that you could find on the market. And this lady's going, woohoo, I can clean my dishes. I can clean up, so this person has cleaned up. They've cleaned up their life. They're not holding anything back from you. In fact, they want to mesmerize you and woo you with a great lot of emotions. This is, I believe, is champagne. It could be champagne. She's got she's got a rose that she's sniffing over there, thinking, ooh, this guy, look what he's got. He's giving me nothing but the best. And she's feeling really quite good about that. So I feel as though that these two cards, it was you, they were, they broke your heart, which broke their heart. They came to see that. It wasn't right away. It wasn't something that just, like the next day after you're gone out of their life, that they just realized. It could have been, but they just realized that, what have I done? I've lost them, because I was this, that, and the other, and I didn't commit. I'm such a butt, that kind of thing. So this is the miracle that you are not expecting to happen next in your life. And like I said, it could be as soon as the 9th of next month, February 9th, if you're watching it now. Could be September, or it could be 9 weeks from now. And whatever it is, if it's not that, it's just that it's coming soon, and you're just not expecting it. But if you're watching this video, now you know, right? Now you know what to expect. So how is it going to affect your life if you were to, revisit this with this person that's coming back? This is not a new person. This is somebody that is coming back because of the whole idea of that they were playing the field and pulling the strings. Now, it could be, if it wasn't them doing that, it may have been you. But I'm feeling as though it's not you that was being the one who was being distant and unavailable, kind of thing. I do really feel like this is the person they were at one time, and they're seeing that you're a soulmate to them. So let's see. I guess you could look at this, though, you really could look at this as as an opportunity that's going to show up out of the blue for you, where it is a brand new person that you're feeling as though they're like a soulmate to you. You know, we can look at it like that for sure. And that you have been busy playing the field and, you know, just being with, let's see, attracting people who are more, you know, you've been realizing that they're not quite commitment material, maybe because you weren't, that they were more, you know, self-focused kind of thing, trying to be the one who pulled all the strings in the relationship, that they would only be available when they wanted to be available, not if you were wanting them to be available, that kind of thing. So it could be that you're going to be, it's going to be public. You may meet them at a social event, right? And you start developing feelings for them and so forth and so on. But I feel as though it's not that, because we have the Three of Swords right here. Three of Swords here. Whereas you could have been brokenhearted from having played the field, sure. You could have been brokenhearted, and there's somebody coming onto your path after you've spent time in hermit mode, taking care of yourself, pampering yourself. It could have been, for sure. But this person here that's showing up as, you know, they are offering you something that you may reject, but the divine is saying, have a good look at this, because this is a wish fulfillment for you. You're walking away from the heartbreaks from the past, and this person is a new choice for you, that you can put away your memories of having been disappointed in love, because this person's going to fill your cup. There'll be the two of you, and you won't have to hold back, because they're going to woo you off your feet. And it's all because you were heartbroken in the past by whatever relationships you were in before, but you've been taking care of yourself recently, at least in the last while. So yes, you can look at it as though it is somebody who is going to be showing up in your life. If you know of them now, that's fine. But for them, it's like it's a time to act, and you're going to be feeling that you hit the jackpot. The same thing, that they might be well off, you know, quite abundant. Maybe they have a great job. They come from a family or that's well off, whatever, or they're just a hard worker and they've worked hard and they've, you know, worked their way to at least somewhere towards the top, if not the top of something. And that maybe you meet them while you're on vacation as well, which would be a social setting, or they want to take you on vacation. But they are a very goal-driven person, and you're still going to be looking at them with, like, if you see any red flags right away, you're going to be thinking, is this right for me or not? So, but this is just one card out of all the other positive cards here. Other than this, of course, but that's the past. So I think you'd be doing good. But you know, obviously it's up to you. So let's find out what you are not, how it will affect your life. Pardon me. How it will affect your life with this person, either brand new person that you feel is a soulmate to you, or someone who's returning that has come to realize you're their soulmate. How will this affect your life? Yeah. 10 of Cups. Wow. The Hierophant. Wow. Talk about, well, look where it lands, right at the ring there. And 4 of Pentacles. Wow, you're not going to be able to let them go. You're going to be hanging on to this person. Yeah, this is how it's going to affect your life, is that you're going to be, you know, celebrating. 10 of Cups. You know, you if you're in the years where you want to start a family and stuff like that, that's your future with them. You both are going to, you know, create a family together. Or you're just going to be a happy couple together, depending on where you are in your life. Hierophant is like, this is something that has been ordained for you, right? Something that you can trust, that this is wisdom, that it's like, it's the truth. It's like you can rely on this. This person is like Hierophant material, and so in other words, have been given the stamp of approval by the divine. Yes, and it's the kind of thing where you can, what is these? These are like they're pentacles, but you know how we put in china cabinet our favorite dishware, our finest dishware, right? That we show off, right? And so you're going to be hanging on to that because you see that this relationship is valuable. The Hierophant's about, tradition. It's about, what do you call it? Where traditions and, oh shoot, I can't think of it, but you're going to be institution. That's it. The institution of marriage. Okay, so 10 of Cups, getting married, starting a family, if that's where you're at. Yep. And it's something that you're going to be like showing off, right? You're going to be like, this is mine. This relationship is mine. I am so happy to have this relationship. You're going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling really, really good. So pile number 1, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you did, would you please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, a comment, share, whatever you can do to help my channel grow. I've switched over to doing pick a card readings instead of just your regular collective readings, and I'm hoping that it's going to grow even more now. So I appreciate you being here, and take care of yourself, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 2. So let's begin. You have started off with picking pile number 2 with the Radiance card number 42, which adds to 6. And if you chose your pile with the letter tiles that may have resonated with you, we have E, W, F, and B, and know that those letters' energies will be in the deck, or in the reading, in the reading. So let's get started with pulling a couple cards from each one of these oracle decks, and we're going to find out what you are not expecting to happen next and how it will affect your life. All right, I don't know if you've watched pile number 1 yet, but that was all about love. Let's find out what this one's going to be that you're not expecting next. So if you were looking for love, you might want to check out pile number 1 as well. Okay. We have High Honor. I keep pulling them open. I don't want to look at them right now until I get all the cards out. So pardon me, guys. Just pardon me. Be patient. But High Honor. Someone is being looked at with high. You're being looked at with high honor. Okay. Okay. Find out what the wisdom of the oracle has to say. This one. I want one more. This one. Okay. And then we got the tarot, but we got to pull some tea. I had a whole pile of tea last time. Let's not have so many, but maybe I will. Anyways. Looks like I pulled quite a few anyways. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started on all this. So we got High Honor. I've already looked at that one. High Honor. So you're being looked at with high honor. We have the Cross. And the Cross is all about, grieving. Because something's been lost. Okay. 9. Something hasn't ended. 36 adds to 9. 9 is the end. Before it goes back to 1 again. 7 is like, that is the number of the divine. 25 is 7. Okay. And we've got baggage. Not letting go, hanging on to the past, hurts, issues. Identify and heal patterns that impact relationships. So there's somebody hanging on to luggage or a briefcase that's been handcuffed to them. They can't let go, even if they want to. blast from the past. Someone, something, a situation from the past returns. Nostalgia out of the blue, old and older. So the person or situation is older now than they were then, than it was then for you. Okay? Deep knowing. You have a deep knowing, and 43 is 7. So you're going to be using your intuition about this one. And imagine. Imagine. It's number 20, just 2. 2 is like, what is 2? The energy of 2. 2 is the energy of, you know what? I really don't know what the energy of 2 is. I can't think of it right now. Okay, so pardon me. Finger. Oh, that was in the first reading. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So you might be interested in watching the first reading because that card there. Let's see. We got happiness. Happiness. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Isn't that what we were talking about here? Like with imagination and deep knowing, that's you using your imagination, trusting a deep knowing. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. Now, a man doesn't have to be actually a man. It could just be the masculine energy of what usually men carry, but it can be feminine too. Dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. Maybe they were your friend at one time. Let's see. Whale, great worry over nothing. Pig, beware of greed. Wow. That's like all this here. Throne, position of authority. Oh, somebody was in a position of authority. Seahorse, family matters. Oh. See. Okay, so I'm getting the idea that you have somebody in your family circle, in your life, that you might have held them in high regard at one time, but I believe it's they're seeing you now more. You might have, okay, but you have this person and situation that you had with this person has developed, has grown and evolved. It's become more positive. Whether you've heard from them or not, or you're in touch with them or not, but you're seeing them differently, and because they're looking at you differently. They're holding you with value now. They see that the relationship with you has value that they did not see before. But having been through something with them, this is a person who was difficult to relate to because they're hanging on to the past. They don't let things go very easily, and if you were to have an argument with them or a disagreement, they always bring up past things. You got people like that in your life, right? I certainly have, where you're having a disagreement. You're outright fighting with them, verbally maybe physically, but they'll say things like, if this family, they'll say, I'm going to tell so-and-so that you said this about them, or you did this, and this is something that they're going to tell on you about back then, when you're kids maybe. They're older now, right? They're older now than then, so that tells us is something from when in childhood kind of thing, that they're saying, back then when you were kids or younger, much younger, they were saying, you think you're all this, blah, blah, blah. Well, wait till I tell your mom, or I tell mom, or I tell dad, or your dad, or whatever, that what you said about them, or about my mom, or my dad, which would be your aunt or your uncle, or whatever, and, you're going to get a whooping for it kind of thing. And it'll be something that you said or did like many years ago. But for some reason, that person thinks it's valuable information that is actually going to have an effect on your well-being. Yeah, I have people like that. I had people like that in my life too. Okay, but the situation is that they have grown. They have grown, and you are you know, it may not be like simply where you've been estranged from each other. It may just be that you barely ever stay in contact with them, because it was always like, it was always a situation where you just wish, you know, you just, and you leave the conversation or you leave the visit with them in this energy of like grieving, of like, oh, why did I even bother, right? Why did I even bother trying to talk to them? Why did I even bother visiting them? They just like, they're this, that, and the other thing. And it makes me feel like it just, I end up leaving in an energy of like not feeling good, not feeling positive or optimistic, right? You're feeling negative. Maybe they've poured all their negativity onto you, and now you're feeling, because you're a spiritual person, you have psychic abilities, you trust your intuition. So just like any other individual who is spiritually in touch with their inner selves, they end up becoming they end up absorbing other people's energy if we do not protect ourselves, right? If we don't put that bubble of spiritual protection like Archangel Michael can offer around us whenever we're going to, like, you know, you're going to be visiting with this person or having a conversation with this person, and things haven't gotten better, right? It's back then in the day where things were still like, it was all about them, and they were just maybe they're the type of people who just made an impact on you that was negative, that left you feeling drained, energetically drained, not feeling good, or even feeling good about yourself, because they might have that kind of personality that is really aggressive and harsh, you know, harsh around the corners. There's no roundedness to them, really. They're sarcastic. They may lie and manipulate you. They may be bossy, trying to tell you, you know, you do this, you do that, that kind of thing. And if you don't do this, I'm going to tell mom, dad, that kind of thing. They're just holding things over your head, just being narcissistic, yes, to some degree, but also just temperamental and difficult to deal with, which is part of being narcissistic, okay? But with this person, you're always like on guard kind of thing. You're looking for the red flags with them. But this reading is telling you that you do not have to be holding your breath whenever they reemerge in your life. There's something that's going on that's allowing the two of you to make a more meaningful connection, and it'll be different for all of you, okay? The radiance is here. You're seeing something more in this person that you've ever seen before. It's just they're coming out of a shell, like kind of like taking masks off that they were hiding behind, their true selves, their true radiant selves behind. You're seeing more of who they really are that you didn't know when you were younger, and all that was going on. But now that they're older, it's kind of like maybe they've have had some hard-won lessons themselves in relationships, whatever relationships that they deemed were valuable to them, and it didn't go well for them, and they started looking within, looking at themselves and saying, what's wrong with me? Why do I always push people away? That kind of thing. They have been like in a masculine energy of aggression. You know, they have been like pushing, like I said, pushing people away. You felt as though that they enjoyed themselves more around their friends than they did with their own family. That they may have been well liked by their friends, but family looked at them differently because they may have seen more of what that person was like than they allowed their friends to see, kind of thing. But you have an insight to this. You're seeing something now that you never seen before, and that you do not have to, with this energy here, you do not have to worry. It's like, don't worry about being dragged back into their their what? Their difficult circle, their narcissistic bubble, because they're different now. They are no longer being greedy with their time and position in your life. Let's say there's somebody older than you, like an older sibling, or older, like aunt or uncle, or obviously your parent too, be older than you, cousin, whatever it would be. Somebody that isn't really your family, but they feel like family to you because they've been family friend, a friend of your family kind of thing. But you are seeing that they've been ignorant and greedy with their time and their love and their compassion towards you, holding that position of authority over you, like I'm older, so I can be this way to you. And you just got to take it. You got to suck it up. It's how you felt with this person, is that whatever they said, they were going to live the way they want to live, but they expected you to, jump over mountains and whatnot to make them happy. And it's all about position, being in a position that they're seeing that you're being in a family, having that position of being the older this or the older that, right? That they have the authority to be able to, take from you, really, to take from you your own sense of well-being, your own sense of autonomy, your own sense of this is yes, I'm younger than you and all that sort of stuff, but I respect you, or I hold you in high honor there, and it shouldn't be any different just because you're older than me, that you should look at me the same way, that I am worthy of your praise, your attention, your giving nature, your giving side, right? So that's what I'm seeing in the oracles right now. Let's see what the tarot has to say to help clarify and fill in the blanks. So we got this one. And 9. All right. We have Page of Swords. That is a difficult message of truth, or a message is coming towards you from this person. We have the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Talking about holding you with high regard and seeing value in you with the Queen of Pentacles. This is them, King of Wands. The Moon, they have been secretive. Something you haven't been seen coming, right? Three of Wands, yeah. They got the Seven of Swords. There's that sneaky, manipulative side of them. With the Six of Wands, yeah, Six of Wands is good energy. And then the Queen of Swords, okay. So this person, met feminine or masculine, male or female, they are sitting in their Queen of Swords energy. They're coming towards you in fairness now. They're seeing the value of you. They see your value. They see you being somebody who has grown up and, taking the world by the tail kind of thing, doing your own thing in the sense that you've been building a really good life for yourself. You've built a good life for yourself without that person. And they're going to look at all that you've accomplished, and achieved in your life, and they're going to say, wow, that's, this person's worth taking action towards. This person is worth me wanting to get to know them again in a way that I never knew them before. I should have known them that way, should have seen the value in them then, but that was then, kids, right? Childhood, whatever it is. Family, don't you think that family kind of gives us the, it shouldn't, but it kind of, because, blood's thicker than water, but family kind of gives us the right of way to kind of walk on each other, to not value each other, to even hurt the other person's feelings because, you know, you're my family, you're going to be here anyways, you know, you're not going anywhere. Well, that's not necessarily true, but that's what people think, is that they can be a certain way, they can trample over your feelings and your rights and expect that you're going to be okay with that because I'm your family after all, right? So that is kind of what they're seeing, is that they have been difficult with you. They've been, this is something that is not known to you yet. They could be still under the guise of the moonlight, which is, you know, you're not really seeing everything yet that they have in their, you know, in their tickle trunk, I say, which is like a Mr. Dress-Up thing. And you probably say, Mr. Dress-Up, what? Huh? Well, that was my generation. But they have. Okay, it's kind of like you're getting to know this person again. You're visiting with them, you're talking to them, whatever. They show up, right? Maybe you're at a social event, a reunion, family reunion, whatever it might be. And what you don't expect is that they come towards you and they say, hey, kid, or whatever. Geez, you've sure changed. You've grown, and I've seen that people have told me, my family, you know, family members have told me that you've done this, that, and the other thing. You're doing really, really well for yourself. You're working hard and making, you know, a good living for yourself. You know, how did you get into that line of work? You know, they start talking to you, right? And you're thinking, okay, well, that's just what everybody does. They want to know what you do, and if they see that you're doing well, they want to know what is your line of work, what are you doing, how did you get into it, and all this sort of stuff. Well, that is what comes up through the conversation, is that they end up telling you that they are very aware with the Three of Wands. They are very aware that they were being, you know, an arse, a pig towards you in the past, that they weren't treating you fairly, and they were holding their position of authority in the family over you by being unkind and ungenerous towards you. That they are seeing that with their growing and knowing that there is somebody in their life that they spent a great deal of time with in the past through family events and get-togethers, Christmas, you know, things like celebrations and whatnot. You might even be of the same family. And they never, you know, when you grew up and graduated from school, whatever, you went your separate ways, and you're like, I don't want to have anything to do with them. They're the type of person that I wouldn't even consider to be a friend. I would never want to be a friend with a person like that. I don't like them. I don't like their personality. I'm done with them. I don't even want to talk to them. I won't be writing them letters. I won't be texting them. I won't be this, that, and the other thing. So conversations go silent, you know, between the two of you. You don't visit, you don't talk. And then now you're at some kind of event possibly, right? And it's a family situation. And they see you and they come towards you and they ask you something that anybody would ask you, right? That's what you're thinking. But what you're finding out is that they have learned that they have the ability to be able to see the value in you now. They're holding great value. They're holding you in high esteem, okay? They're holding you in high esteem. They are wanting you to know that they're willing to talk to you in a way that is respectful and valuable, seeing you as being someone valuable, someone worthy, and that they're taking you seriously as the King of Wands. This is what you're not going to be expecting right here. The moon, it's going to come out. You're going to find this out about them when when the two of you are conversing, whether over the phone or at an event or a celebration or whatever it could be. Even between people, you know, they might be talking about us. Let's say your name is Joe, okay, or Josephine. Well, yeah, I heard from so-and-so that Joe or Josephine's doing really quite well. They got themselves a degree, they're working hard, they've got a good life for themselves, they're maybe married or in a relationship, have a kid or two, that kind of thing. And they're talking to somebody in the family about you, and then that family member tells somebody or tells you directly. So you learn from somebody that they are seeing a great deal of value in you now than they ever did before. But they're willing to let you know that, right? They're willing to impart this information towards you right here, and they're going to be apologizing for their part in being like throwing knives in your back. 7 of them at least they threw in you. They treated you unfairly by trying to steal from you your dignity, stealing from you your ability to be seen as worthy and valuable. Okay, to be seen as a close friend as well, like somebody that would be a friend towards you, not somebody who would be aggressive towards you just because they hold that kind of vision of you, that perspective of you as being beneath them because of your familial position, right? So they are letting go. They're letting go of being the difficult, turds that they were, difficult turds that they were in your past. You're sensing that. You're knowing that when this person does approach you and speak to you and talks about how they did you wrong back then, that they should have seen you in more of a victorious light, because they're much more fair and open-minded than they ever have been now with you. Now again, with their friends, they could have been that all along. They could have been. That's maybe why they're so popular, if they were popular with friends. But with you or with family or just you, you don't know, just you, they were not that way with you at all. They weren't open-minded and being friendly. They were being manipulative with you. Manipulative. They were not being fair. They were like singing the praise of victory in their minds. They were singing the praise of victory, that they had this over you. They could hold something over someone else. And if it wasn't going to be just some person in the workplace, just some random person that they were going to be that way towards, it had to be somebody in the family, and somebody who was going to have that seemingly lesser powerful position, lesser power. So it'd be normally someone younger than them, generally, okay? So that may be what you were, someone younger than them, or just, you weren't part of the family. Maybe you had an adoptive, maybe you're an adopted individual in a family that has, biological children, and they took you on and you were adopted. So then of course, the biological kids were not looking at you at the same level, because you're not our family, right? You're not our blood. Therefore, we can be this, that, and the other thing towards you, make you feel small and insignificant, unworthy and unlovable. Nobody wants you. That's why you're in our family. Stuff like that, right? That made you feel really, really like, at times where you just wish it could just, it would just all end. It would just all end. And it made you left you feeling very insignificant, and definitely not valued, right? But they're seeing it in you now. You're able to see it in them, that they've grown. They're coming towards you. They're telling you this through a message. It could be a difficult message of truth, like, hey, they're telling you, hey, I know I've been such an arse towards you when we were younger, and that we haven't been talking for like forever. And I just wanted to say, it was because I was this, did that, and the other thing. I had to appear as though I had some kind of control. I didn't have the control over in with anyone else in my family, I didn't feel like I was in control, that others had control over me. So I just kind of just trickled down to you. And I know that I had taken so much from you by manipulating you and being just mean towards you. But I am in like this, again, it doesn't mean this is a woman that's talking to you. It could be a man talking to you, but they're in their Queen of Swords. Because the King of Swords is more black and white. There's not really that gray area or that fairness that a Queen of Swords has. So yeah, they're in their Queen of Swords energy now. So you're going to see a person return that's part of your family in some way. Okay, it could be a family friend that you've known them for so long, they feel like family. It could be somebody that your family adopted. It could be the reverse thing where the person that came into your family, they were older than you, they were the adopted one, and they treated you like turd. Okay, so it depends, whatever your situation is, but it's more like a family situation, definitely. And it doesn't have to be siblings. It could be, child parent, could be child aunt or uncle, child cousin, cousins, that sort of thing. It could be anything. That families, the dynamics there of where you fit in. So that is what you're not expecting to happen next. So whether or not there's a family event coming up, like a reunion or a wedding, maybe even a funeral, you don't know, but you're going to be seeing this person again, or you're going to be at least communicating with them, either directly or through someone else. Like, yeah, someone's talking to you at the funeral, let's say. Yeah, so-and-so, your brother or your sister or your cousin, I talked to them the other day and they wished that they could have been here for that. And they knew that, they figured that you're going to be here, so they wanted me to say hello to you. And that they wanted to give you the message that they're sorry that they were like this. Seven of Swords. They hold you in high regard. They're seeing that you have grown and blossomed and you've done really, really well for yourself, and that they're sorry that they have not been in touch with you. And these are the things that you're not going to believe. It's just kind of like, are we talking about the same person? Like, okay, you're talking about my brother, right? Or you're talking about my sister, right? Or my cousin. Yeah, I am. That they wanted you to know that they wish they could have been here to reconnect with you, and that they have so many things they want to talk to you about and find out more about you. That they really have been thinking a lot about you. That's what they wanted me to pass along to you. Okay, so it could be something like that. Either directly talking to them, or you're actually seeing them, or you're hearing from them through someone else. Okay, so let's find out. That's what you're not expecting. Let's find out how this is going to affect your life. I can't wait. Archangel Michael, how will this affect this person's life? For pile number 2's life. Wow, what a reading. Strength. Wow, yes, of course. This one wants to come out. Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity. Yes, of great growth, right? And the Devil. Wow. Wow, let's get another card just to clarify. Let's clarify the Devil, Archangel Michael. The Emperor. Oh, that's so amazing, guys. Yeah, you are going to be feeling so empowered, like the Emperor, right? That you've got the devil by the tail. You have been able to control that toxic energy. You feel like you're in control of that toxic energy now. You're feeling like you have a brand new beginning with this person, that it leads to great blessings, great big blessings and of whatever, whatever that blessing to you and the family would mean. Okay, it's going to be something that you can cherish. It's like something tangible that you can touch and you can hold on to. It's like it's like you are feeling so darn good that you can reconnect with an individual that you at one time held in high regard, but they kind of beat that out of you with their personality back then. And so you kind of lost your desire to want to be in touch with them, to be in their lives, and for them to be in your life. You lost that desire, but you're getting it back. The Emperor energy, that's being in charge and in control, being in charge and in control of having great desire to be back in connection with your person, your family person. Okay, however that means, but you're not going to be holding back, because it's kind of the one thing where you thought, I wish my brother, I wish my sister, I wish my cousin, who I held so dear at one time, I wish that we could, be talking to each other and sharing our lives with each other, no matter the age difference, right? My aunt, my uncle, the aunt that I've always enjoyed, looking forward to seeing them, but, it always kind of went to the point where they were just, a complaining, negative, pessimistic type person that left you feel very, very drained, because you're psychic. You've got the empathy, empathic person that you are, spiritual, and that you always felt drained of energy whenever this person came and went. So you were just like, you're kind of like, you're seeing so much, potential in having that person back in your life again. You're looking forward to it. You've got the desire again, and you're taking control of having that desire to have them back in your life again. You won't be holding back. You're going forward courageously, looking for the next opportunity to be able to talk to them, visit with them, or at least talk to them through somebody else. But I would say you'd want to actually get together in the same room with them and catch up, do some catch up, reconnecting, catching up, and really start sharing your life with this person again, because they're in this energy, being fair-minded. And that's all you ever wanted from them in the beginning. That's all you ever wanted. And you've got that showing up for you now. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, it was really, really a great reading. If you really enjoyed it, you got something from it, please give me a thumbs up, like and share, subscribe even if you haven't already, and we will catch you next time. So take care of yourself. Bye.